Thank you, Keir. Look, and I welcome the opportunity to contribute to the debate tonight on this housing crisis that we have in the state. And there is no doubt that there is a crisis out there. We see the levels of homelessness growing right across the state, not only in our cities, but right across the country. And it's a crisis that has been created by this government, because this government has continuously slashed the capital budgets for housing delivery, has continuously rejected any form of stimulus and as part of a solution and reaction to the recession that we have been gripped in, and has pushed the direction of housing solution into the private sector and into the private market. And that is an absolute and catastrophic failure. And it's a failure now when you see that 90,000 families are on housing lists right across the country, and there's a crisis in every county in the country. What this government should be doing is should be rolling out a capital programme, encourage local authorities to establish housing associations so they can do the off-balance sheet borrowing to deliver a housing programme, because local authorities have the expertise, they have the architect's office, they have the engineers, they have the ability to oversight, and they are the people who are geared up to be able to deal with this crisis now once and for all. It's startling when you see figures like in 1954 the state built 7,000 houses in this country, in the middle of when we were way poorer than we are now, and the deepest recession probably equivalent to what we are now, yet the state could live up to its responsibilities and provide housing for our citizens. And in the last 3 years in Donegal, this state has built 3 houses in the last 3 years in Donegal for a waiting list of over 4,500 people. It is an absolute disgrace, and this government should be rolling out a programme and rolling out a capital building programme, because the local authorities are the solution. And also as well, what has to be done is that, as Deputy Daly has outlined, the rent caps have to be increased for rent allowance, because there is absolutely no way that we should allow to continue what is in effect a black market for landlords and a black economy for landlords, where tenants who are dependent on rent allowance have to hand over cash payments that there's no record of to make up the rents, because they cannot get a property unless they do that. And that's a system that you're quite happy to stand over and see continue.